Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Missouri State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blow.
Oh, he's got some space.
These offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his spot. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner brings it out to the 42, and the offense will take over. First and
So here comes the Bear offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you thought. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On the run, it's Joyner. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to get the corner. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game. In the second period, and they try to find a way to answer. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Missouri State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. on the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Scanning the field, it's Flowers. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to escape and get it himself. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than... yards. So here comes the Missouri State offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 10 over ULM. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Lets it fly on the move. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Harrell. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return.
Returner is tackled at the 40. And the offense will take over.
So here comes the Bear offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The quick out. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Got it in the middle, it's Clinton. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Coleman. Steps away. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. To the ground with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get outside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
On the snap, it's Joyner. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Bears are flying down the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Might be changing the route. trying to turn the corner on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 10 over Colorado State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The carry going off right tackle here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Coleman. Got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough. Pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss to the outside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And right down the middle. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.